Meeting's back in session. Mr. Clerk, can you please read the call for the next item?
Resolution number 2607005, budget adjustment, county maintenance, $263,332. Adjust appropriation to recognize revenues and expenses related to the county maintenance for the Blount County Library. Referred to full commission with a favorable recommendation by the Budget Committee 4-0.
I have a motion from Commissioner Akerd, second from Commissioner Wales. Is there any discussion? If not, Commissioners, please register your votes.
Mr. Chairman, you have 16 yes votes.
Thank you. Resolution 267-005 will be moved forward to the full commission.
BCSO grant application, $1,575,000 to apply for fiscal year 27 school security officer grant for 21 SROs at $75,000 each. No matching funds are required. Referred to full commission with a favorable recommendation by the Budget Committee 4-0.
I have a motion from Commissioner Akerd, second from Commissioner Webb. Is there any discussion? If not, Commissioners, please register your votes.
Mr. Chairman, you have 16 yes votes.
Thank you. That grant application will be moved forward to the full commission. Moving on to appointments.
The Industrial Development Board of Blount County and the cities of Alcoa and Maryville, Tennessee, and the Health and Educational Facilities Board of Blount County, Tennessee, submits for a reappointment along with alternate candidates to fill the upcoming expiring term of Matt Murray's seat to an additional 6-year term. The candidates are ranked in order of preference. Reappointment, Matt Murray, former professor of economics, University of Tennessee, Knoxville. Alternate candidates, Tracy Queen, General Manager, ICC International, and David Shanks, President, Shanks and Associates.
I have a motion from Commissioner Bledsoe, second from Commissioner Akerd. Commissioner Michaels.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I would like to take item A and item B and item C and put them into one resolution or vote on them at one time, and I'd like to make a motion that this is amended to come back to this commission after September 1.
So I have a motion to combine these three items and to return these three resolutions to the commission after September the 1st. Do I have a second?
Because these are some long-term appointments, 6-year terms, several seats, and these are appointments to some very heavy-hitting committees in this county. And I do not think that this board needs to be voting on any of this when you've got so many new commissioners and a new mayor coming into this county that promised the people that they would change some things. This is not something this commission should be addressing.
So is it?
And I do not think that it's going to hurt anything to postpone this till after September 1. I don't care what date you put it on, but after September 1, 2026.
So we have a motion to combine these three items and postpone them till September the 1st. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second from Commissioner Davis. Is there any discussion on the motion to postpone?
Does anybody have anything
Commissioner Akerd.
There you go.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Has anybody got any opposition to that from the mayor's office, or is there any reason why, any date that we're flirting with that we shouldn't be?
I've turned your microphone on there, Mayor.
I'm not sure of the others. You'd have to talk with Industrial Board, but on the TWRA, his term does expire this month, so or in August, I guess. So, I mean, but I don't see that it's a problem if you carry it over to September 1st. I don't see an issue with it on that. I actually had asked Jared about this too, and he was, so I'm thinking that I wanted him to be happy with, I wanted to, anything that I'm appointing and that I have appointed in the last 2 or 3 months, I've been, or since the election, I've asked Jared if he's happy with it. If he's not, I've let him make his decision on who he wants to appoint. But right now, Randy Massey he was okay with Randy Massey. But if you want to wait and let him bring it back to you after September, that'll be great. You know, I'll sit at the house and watch what y'all do with it, okay?
Does anyone else wish to speak to the motion to postpone? Commissioner Joplin.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I would like to know how this would affect the Tourism Development Authority.
Is there anyone here that can speak to that? Mr. Daniels, go ahead to the podium there.
Sure. So the Tourism Authority just elected a new slate of executive members, and Joy Carver and Chad Rochelle just became chair and vice chair. And so that could put in jeopardy their tenure and leadership there. Their terms expired currently, which they can continue to serve until they're reappointed or replaced. And then Matt Murray, his appointment I think is up now, and so they continue to serve until their replacement is fulfilled. If the local governments can't agree on candidates, the boards continue to submit new names, and those people continue to serve until all 3 legislative bodies can come to an agreement.
So just to be clear, the Tourism Authority will still function, everything's okay if we postpone?
It will, yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Anyone else? We're voting on postponing these 3 items until September the 1st. If you're in favor, vote yes. If you're not in favor, vote no.
Mr. Chairman, you have 11 yes votes and 5 no votes.
Motion passes, and these 3 items will be moved forward till after the new term begins.
Resolution number 267013, a resolution to add employees to government crime insurance policy in lieu of statutory bonds.
Do I have a motion? A motion from Commissioner Wales, second from Commissioner Webb. Is there any discussion? Not, Commissioners, please register your votes.
Mr. Chairman, you have 16 yes votes.
Thank you. Resolution 267013 will be moved forward to the full commission. Up next, we have announcements and statements. The Blount 250 Committee will meet on Tuesday, July the 14th at 5 p.m. at the Blount County Courthouse in Commission Meeting Room 430. The Election Commission will meet on Tuesday, July the 15th at 11 a.m. at the Blount County Courthouse in the Election Office. The Technology Committee will meet next Thursday, July the 16th at 5:30 p.m., followed by the Board of Commissioners meeting in regular session at 6 p.m., both held at the Blount County Courthouse in Commission Meeting Room 430. Remember the following meeting dates for next month. Tuesday, August the 4th, noon will be the agenda items deadline for draft resolutions. Tuesday, August the 11th, Budget Committee at 5 p.m. and workshop at 6 p.m. And Tuesday, August the 18th, Commission in regular session at 6 p.m. Does anyone else have an announcement or a statement? Moving on to public input for items not on the agenda, and I've got 3 cards here. Ms. Knorr, could you please come forward? It's finally your turn, and I apologize you had to.
Okay, good evening.
Nora Mace, and I found out I'm in District 7. I want to address Big Elm Road Bridge. I know that it's been out for quite some time. To me, it looked like it just needs redecking. They do this all the time in Louisiana. My main concern about the bridge being out, I know that it only really physically affecting 4 of us that live in that area, but safety reasons. I already got trapped in once. A tree fell across the road, couldn't get out that way, couldn't get out the bridge because the bridge was out and we had to, thank God it was emergency, we just stuck. But I'm worried if, okay, my neighbor was working on a property, he sustained an injury, everybody come running to get him, stopped at the bridge. They end up having to fly the helicopter in to get him off my property because it would took too long to go back around. So my concern is, 1, is Big Elm Bridge ever going to be repaired? And 2, we also need signs put up. That's the main issue right now, is putting big signs up, one by North Tregonia, one by Tregonia, and one by 72 East, stating Big Elm Bridge closed. That way they know to go the different way. You know, at least by North Tregonia and Tregonia, to know to go to 72. Because if not, they get to that bridge and they can't go anywhere. And I'm really concerned, it's a real safety issue on my part. And like I said, it's 4 houses, my other neighbors. And that's all I have to say, and thank y'all and good evening.
All right, thank you. Charles Osborne.
Good to meet you all. I'm a farmer.
Could you please give
we
us
got
your
2
name and
farms.
your name and your district, please?
Charles Osborne.
And you live down there at Big M, so I would say you're in the 7th district also.
I can't understand.
Do you live down there at Big M?
No, I live on Russell Holler. I farm on. I got 2 farms. One on Russell Holler. I got one at Big Elm where she lives at. Okay. We've got 100 acres on each side. The creek is between us, and for me, in order to get my equipment, I've got to come out North Trigonia on to 411 down to 72. That's a nightmare to try to move a piece of equipment up 72 highway. It's from white line to white line, that stuff is. We fold all we can, and we try to farm that. And the bridge, we need something that we can cross without driving that 10-mile circle. It's just a mile from my house to that farm. And I got hurt over there, fell off the combine, busted the pelvis bone, broke my ribs, and took them 45 minutes for them to get to me. And when the ambulance finally got there, they sent for the helicopter. So I got to ride the helicopter to UT. And so to move this farm equipment, we've had state troopers to help us get up 72. We've had Von Orr City. We've had Von Orr County, or Monroe County, to help us get that stuff in and out to get up there to the farm. I mean, we're just a poor old bunch of farmers trying to make a living. And I'd hate to get somebody killed. I'd hate to get killed moving that stuff. People that run 72 highway, I don't know where they're from. They ain't from the county. But it's been a nightmare since the bridge has been out. And we'd sure appreciate it. We ain't got the problems that you boys is having tonight. I appreciate the battle that you're in. But if you could see clear anyway to try to get us a bridge that we could get across that mile. It might save my poor old life. I'm just 82, and so I'm still a farmer, still working, work every day, and just trying to make a living. But I'd appreciate it if you could take into consideration of trying to get a bridge down there that we could cross. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Alvin Lindsay, is he still here? Does anyone else wish to speak to an item not on the agenda?
My turn?
Yep, it is. You'll give
This
us
is
your
great, isn't
name
it? 250 years of democracy. This is great. And having a big crowd and everything, this is great. My name's Jim. I'm on the corner of Ralston and Trenton. Several of you, most by now, know that we won our subdivision, about 250 houses, 225, 250. We want the entire subdivision resurfaced. You guys couldn't prove it on a record how much inventory, how much maintenance that Blount County's put in that neighborhood. It'd be probably a couple $1,000 worth of labor and material. It's bad. Some of the commissioners know it's bad. They've seen it. They've walked it with me and on their own. So here's what I'm suggesting, and it's part of tonight's agenda as well. But if you get a little bit of that $2,154,000 that the highway department's going to get, if you give us about a tenth of that, you can do our neighborhood. And you can make it safer, it'll look better, it'll work better. A small portion of what we're asking. Modernize that place a little bit. Or you can get some money from the Tennessee Department of Transportation. They're forcing us to make you people to make a decision about getting into this thing. They're forcing it. And their idea and your money, our money. So anyway, that's a request again. I'm not going to give up on this thing. I don't know what the neighborhood's going to do to get more action. And I would really like to somehow have somebody explain to me how all you commissioners cannot tell the highway department to get this road fixed, this subdivision fixed, and put it in, maybe next year's budget or something, or maybe even 10 years from now, who knows? But anyway, it seems like some people working for the county aren't getting things done. We're spending money, we're investing money in something in the future, and we're not taking care of what we have, at least on Ralston View. I understand that we can do a mile of asphalt, the county can, with their new machine and their new truck. They can do about a mile a day. And we have approximately a mile and a half. Who's controlling this highway department anyway? I come here assuming that the collective group of you people told different departments how to spend money. You give them a budget and they want more. Of course, that's the way it works. If you don't use what you've had, you're not going to get it next time. But anyway, I don't understand the process there. And I don't think anybody's going to tell me.
Excuse me, sir,
exactly
your time has expired.
But I'd like to see somebody jack up the highway department in our neighborhood. That's what I want to see.
Your time's expired, sir.
Thank you for being here. Thanks for serving. Thanks for having big ears. And tonight was a real humdinger.
Is there anyone else that would wish to speak to items not on the agenda? Stand for a motion to adjourn.